This idea is that something else other than human beings.
Well, it's just the idea that if it had, we wouldn't know. And because the Earth's been around for so long and complex multicellular life appeared, relatively early in our 4 billion year history of the Earth or whatever, I'm not sure on the dates, but we've been around, the Earth has been around for so long. And we know that intelligence can emerge because it emerged with us and happened relatively quickly when you look at the kind of massive timescale that the Earth's been around and how long multicellular life has been around. So their idea is kind of like, well, what if, a civilization in the kind of era of the dinosaurs had, become very advanced and an industrial society? And they say we would see absolutely no evidence. Like when I'm talking about human civilization, we would see some potential evidence, like, rock, carved stone or whatever. But they would say you wouldn't even see the nuclear waste deposits because it's that long ago that nothing would survive. And then I think about that and I think, well, isn't it almost more likely that something did happen, considering we know that intelligence can emerge relatively quickly? Multicellular life has been on the planet for so long.
A limited understanding of the fossil record.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why couldn't something have happened before? And then you start getting a bit, stoner about it, and you start thinking, well, maybe they're still here because they.
That's what I like to do. I like to go interdimensional because I think, if you do have these quantum computers that can go back 1 second in time, and you move forward 1,000 years from now, and they're run by AI, what can they do? What do they cease to? Do these beings cease to exist in this dimension? Do they develop the ability to be transdimensional? Do they no longer exist in our space and time? Is that like the emergence of this new life form and then they observe us? Is that what's going on?
Well, I feel like if you kind of survive, a lot longer than we have and you kind of get to a different kind of level of intelligence, then why would you need the kind of physical body? Why would you need the physical realm? And why couldn't you kind of diverge different dimensions if such a thing is possible?
We certainly can imagine it taking place somewhere else, on another planet with a similar atmosphere that supports life, and maybe they live in a solar system that doesn't have an asteroid belt.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm sure they must exist where they're not getting pelted all the time. We're just in a shitty neighborhood. We're basically in a neighborhood that gets shot up all the time.